We talked about helping rather than going in to sell. How does the desire to help against the desire to sell interplay with each other?
It makes such a dramatic difference in your presentation, in your approach. Again, the model that I talk about regarding taking action, the potential you tap into, the results that you get. Your belief system when you walk in the door is going to determine every action that you take and how you approach it. If you're coming in there with the true desire to serve, the true desire to help, your communication with them is going to be different. What you elicit from them is going to be different. Your commitment to making sure that their highest needs are served is going to be your top priority. If you're coming in just with the idea to sell, I think I shared with you in a conversation we had the other day about a friend of mine who owns a furniture store, and one of her lead salespeople in the store, when a person pulls in the parking lot, go, "Here comes a victim." Oh my God, what type of service are you going to get? Do you care anything about that person's needs? The desire to help, just to me, it's the only place to come from if you truly want to be successful. That's my perspective.
So you're saying that determining the wants, needs, and should-haves helps you in the sales process.
Yes.
How does that work?
Because that gives me their model of the world. It lets me know what's most important. If I've sat and I've asked them, what are the 5 needs, the 5 wants, the 5 should-haves, and what's the emotion? When it comes time that we've cleared out all those things and we've got them looking at the product, I can sit and I go, "Jerry, I really appreciate you being open with me earlier and telling me the things that you needed and you wanted. I want to be able to show you right now that this vehicle is going to give you the certainty that you need for your crew. And the reason that I say that is because it's got," and you start pointing out to them the 5 needs, the 5 wants, the 5 should-haves. So you're able to feed back to them exactly what it is that they're looking for. That's their model of the world. That's why they came. That's what's going to help them make the choice.
Yeah, and many salespeople know the features of their products or services inside and out.
Yes.
They can repeat them without even thinking of them. But the problem that I see they have many times is relating each of those features to a benefit. But what you're saying is this helps that happen.
Absolutely. And it helps it happen at such a pinpoint approach, because many of those salespeople who know the features inside and out and do understand some of the benefits, again, what's a benefit to that salesperson may mean absolutely nothing to the consumer. You've got to find out what the benefit is to them. Why are these features important to them? Because that feature of anti-lock brakes may be important to you because of X. To them, it's Y. And if you're trying to sell them on the benefit of X, they're just going to sit there with a blank look on their face going, "And you're saying?"
So you mentioned earlier that what you want to get at is the core buying emotion.
Yes.
Out of all of these benefits that do relate to emotion, how do you determine what the core buying emotion is?
The one question that I ask them, and I actually have to ask them a couple of times, is if I'm able to deliver to you a product that meets these needs, these wants, and it has these extra things that you're looking for, how is that going to make you feel?
Okay.
I'm asking them for an emotion. Now the challenge is many people are not able to differentiate between an emotion and a thought. So sometimes they're not going to give you an emotion response. So
it makes me think that, no, you're not answering.
I think that would be a really good car then. It's like, I appreciate that. And the question I really do have is, how would that make you feel if you were in that?
So you keep repeating?
Yes.
To get them to the emotion?
Absolutely. I keep asking for the emotion. And sometimes if they give me the one emotion, well, it'll make me feel good. Okay, I respect that completely. And if you're feeling good about those different benefits, what does that really make you feel? You know, knowing that you have these things, you've told me it's important to your family, how does that make you feel? It makes me feel like I'm taking care of my family and I'm protecting them. Okay, excellent. So now you've got more of that core emotion of what they're looking for. They're looking for safety. It's love and connection. They're looking for, protection, security.
Well, would you then say that logic plays no role in this?
No, absolutely not. No. Logic plays a huge part in it because most of us won't admit that we buy for emotional reasons. We have to be able to justify it to somebody. So again, the part of being able to have that information of what the logical needs were for the product, what the needs, the wants, and the should-haves were, allow you to say, Jerry, again, I'm glad you shared all this with me. I want to show you how this purchase is really going to help you protect your family. Here's why. And then you go into the logic and the features. You go into, because of these side airbags or because of this or because of that. Now you start giving them the logic and stacking that to make them feel confident that, okay, I'm not just doing this as an impulsive response. I'm serving my need, my emotional need, and I'm justifying it with these logical.
And in effect, that's really what we do when we buy things, especially that we don't need.
Yes.
I'll make the emotional decision, and then I'll back it up with logic.
Absolutely. Exactly. We do
So
it all the time.
you're helping me back it up with the logic.
Exactly.
Okay, what do our viewers then need to know to begin doing the right thing right now in this psychology of sales?
Well, I think one of the first things that the viewers need to do, if they're not already doing it, is take a really good look at why you're doing what you do. Are you doing it just because it's a way to make a living? Are you doing it because it's a way for you to make a good living because of commission on sales? Or are you doing it to make a difference? Are you doing it to serve? The greatest results I think that you ever get in life is by truly being selfless to support somebody else. And if you come from that place, and again, that belief system that I shared of, doing business with me is the best choice this person can make. If you're not coming from that arrogant place of, I'm the best salesperson in the world, but you're coming from the intention that I am going to do everything for somebody when they walk in to make sure that if my product suits their needs, I'm going to make sure that they're not oversold or undersold. I'm going to make sure they get what they need, what they want, how they want it. And if my product's not right, God bless.
So now you're bringing in a new twist to this, because what I hear you saying is that the psychology of sales starts at the decision about what you are going to sell.
Yeah.
Whether you believe in it,
Absolutely.
not whether it will make you the most money to sell this.
Absolutely.
And therefore you can back it up with the relationship that you develop.
Yes. It's so much easier to be able to sell something that you're passionate about and you do believe in, and that you know is going to serve a greater good for the clients who purchase it.
Okay. If our viewers wanted to contact you, how can they do so to get more information about this? And do you have products that you sell?
Yes, I do. They can find the products at my website, which is www.willardbarth.com. I don't know if you guys have my name on the screen section, but it's Willard, D as in David, B as in boy, ART as in Tom, H.com. You can email me at willard@willardbarth.com. And also they can call if they like, which is area code 570-748-5845.
Okay, great, Willard. I think you've given us a lot to think about, and your theory of the psychology of sales makes a lot of sense intuitively, although it sounds kind of counterintuitive in the beginning.
It does.
And I think that a lot of salespeople, and let's face it, if you're in business, you're in sales.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of salespeople would become more successful faster if they took your advice.
I agree, totally.
Great.
Jerry, thanks very much for having me on.
Thank you, and welcome again, and we hope to see you again soon.
My pleasure. I'd love to.
I want to thank you for joining us today for this edition of Progressive Business. Again, look at the last slide of the show where you can see the website and phone number of ICA. On the website, you will be able to look at our schedule of classes and the descriptions and sign up online. Until next time, thank you.